All right, welcome back to the KC Sports Report. As always, I'm your host, Michael Darcy, and today I'm going to preview the Super Bowl 55 matchup between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and your Kansas City Chiefs. The time is finally here, Chiefs Kingdom. Your Kansas City Chiefs face off against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in Super Bowl 55 down in Tampa Bay. This is going to be an all-time great Super Bowl. I just have that feeling, and the Chiefs are one game away, 60 minutes of good football from doing what they said that they were going to do all season long, and that's running it back. And I really think that the Chiefs are going to have a great chance to win this game, but the Bucs are a great team, and they're going to present a pretty good challenge. So in this video, I kind of wanted to go over some of the matchups in this game and talk about why the Chiefs can overcome those matchups and win the whole thing. So the first thing that I wanted to talk about was the Chiefs did play the Buccaneers in Week 12. The Chiefs came out of that game with a 27-24 victory. This was a game that saw the Chiefs' offense put on an absolute show. Tyreek Hill had 200 yards and 2 touchdowns in the first half. Patrick Mahomes was unstoppable all day long. The Bucs defense had no answer. They tried covering Tyreek Hill man-to-man, and they learned very quickly that you can't do that and expect to win games. So I think that's one matchup to look at. But obviously the Bucs are a much different team. In fact, since coming off of that loss, their defense has played much better. And that's something that kind of concerns me, is their defensive line. They got guys like Shaquille Barrett, Jason Pierre-Paul, Vita Vea, Ndamukong Suh. That front four can cause absolute hell up front. And the Chiefs are missing both of their tackles. Eric Fisher's done for the year, and Mitchell Schwartz is not coming back with that back injury. And that means that you're going to have replacement guys on your offensive line going up against the best pass rush, debatably in the NFL. So that's definitely not good. In fact, I think I saw this stat that the Chiefs only have like 3 returning offensive line pieces from the Super Bowl last year. And one of those guys is Stefan Wisniewski, who was a late addition last year. So it's definitely not ideal to have both of your tackles out. But if anybody can find a way out of the pocket and find a way to make plays, it's Patrick Mahomes. And I think that that's going to be a big facet of this game. And if the Chiefs can win it, it's going to be because this offensive line gives Mahomes enough time to throw. But another reason why I think that this game is going to be so interesting is the defensive matchups. Now, the Bucs have a lot of offensive weapons. There's no doubt. They got Antonio Brown, Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Leonard Fournette, Ronald Jones, and I think I mentioned Antonio Brown, Scotty Miller, a crafty receiver. They have a lot of offensive weapons. But the Chiefs' defense has shown before, not only earlier this year, but against the Bills, that they can shut down anybody's offense. And I really believe that the Chiefs can take away some of their bigger receivers, and they're going to make Scotty Miller have a big game. We're going to try to make sure that the big guys don't beat us. And if there's one dude in the entire world that I would give my utmost confidence in, it's the guy that beat Tom Brady back in 2007, 2008 with the Giants defense in Steve Spagnuolo. I mean, he was able to craft up a perfect game plan to beat Brady in a Super Bowl. I mean, if there's anybody that I trust, it's that guy. And give him like 2 weeks of preparation, which is what he got, he's going to have a game plan. And I really think that that's a major storyline in this game that not a lot of people are talking about. It's that Spags has beaten Brady in a Super Bowl. And in my opinion, history repeats itself very often. So expect this Chiefs defense to come ready to play. Tyrann Mathieu, Frank Clark, Chris Jones, they're going to have big games. I really believe that. If Frank Clark and Chris Jones can force pressure up front, make Tom Brady very anxious, make him hurry up and knock him to the ground, they're going to have a very good chance to win this game. The offensive line for the Bucs, it's very good. It's top 5, and unfortunately the Chiefs' offensive line, in my opinion, is bottom tier, but the Chiefs' pass rush will do something in this game. I'm not guaranteeing sacks, but they will get to Brady and at least make him uncomfortable. Mark my words. And another thing that I wanted to talk about is Andy Reid coming off of bye weeks. It's incredible. The dude has like 20 wins and like 5 losses. You don't see that very often. And if you give him time, which is what that bye week does, he's going to have enough time to draw up plays and get this offense ready to go. And I think that the Chiefs coaching staff outweighs everybody on the Bucs. So I think that the Chiefs got the coaching advantage. The offense is better for the Chiefs. Defensive-wise, I think that they're about even. The Bucs defense is playing very well. Antoine Winfield Jr., great safety. The linebackers for the Bucs, they're unreal. I mean, you got guys like, what's his name? Devin White, absolute monster up front. Levante David, another great linebacker, great in coverage. They're going to try to take away Kelce. I don't think that they can, but they're going to try their best. And that's the question that I pose to Bucs fans and just people in general. Who's going to stop Travis Kelce and Tyreek Hill? I mean, this is a question that I've had all postseason long, and nobody's been able to answer it. Who's going to do it? I genuinely would like to know. Travis Kelce's going to manipulate that soft zone. He's going to get in between the linebackers, and he is going to find a way to get open. And Tyreek Hill, he is going to burn the safety, the deep safety, and the cornerback on a few routes. I mean, I guarantee that. Because the Bucs have shown time and time again that they have problems stopping the deep ball. The Chiefs are one of the best teams in the NFL at going to the deep ball. So I think that as long as Patrick Mahomes connects with Tyreek Hill on those deep routes when they get the shot, it's going to make this game very interesting. Obviously, everybody's talking about the Patrick Mahomes versus Tom Brady matchup in a Super Bowl. I mean, it's going to be one of the best of all time. I really think that we've never seen anything like this, and it will continue to be a game that we will talk about for a long time. It's just going to add to the legacy and the lore of this game. But I just think the Chiefs are going to win. You know, I had the same feeling last year that the Chiefs just could not lose. Now, obviously, I could be completely wrong, and I've been wrong before, but it just has that feeling that the Chiefs are playing at such a high level right now on offense, defense, special teams. The coaching has been incredible in the postseason. I just think that the Chiefs are going to straight up outplay the Bucs. You know, the Bucs do a lot of things well. I mean, like I said, the pass rush, the linebacking core, their secondary stepped up recently. They have a great offense. Tom Brady has surprised me this year, I'm not going to lie. But at the end of the day, we got Patrick Mahomes. And I don't like going to that all the time, but who's going to stop Patrick Mahomes? I mean, unless that front four can just terrorize this offensive line and get to Mahomes like 5 or 6 times a game and sack Mahomes a ton, I think the only chance the Bucs have of winning this game is if JPP or Shaq Barrett wins this game's MVP. That's the only chance, because in order for them to win, they have got to force an unreal amount of pressure. In fact, it would kind of be like the 2007 Patriots team where Michael Strahan and that defensive line of the Giants got to Brady and made him uncomfortable, and that's how they won that game. But I just think that the Chiefs are on another level right now. They are determined, they're focused, and they're trying to run it back. And I think that this is their time. They're clicking on all cylinders. Offense, defense, even special teams. I just cannot see this Chiefs team not showing up and giving it their best shot. And I still very, very much believe that if the Chiefs play their best game, nobody will beat them. That's how confident I am in Patrick Mahomes, Andy Reid, Travis Kelce, Tyreek Hill, and this Chiefs defense. I think that looking down the stretch, whatever team gets the ball last is going to have a very good chance to win this game. I don't know if the game will be tied by then, or the Chiefs will be up by a little bit, or maybe even the Bucs are up. But I know that either of these quarterbacks gets the ball at the last time in the final 2 minutes. It's going to be a very interesting situation, because I think that both of these quarterbacks are some of the best in NFL history to lead a team down the field and score. I genuinely believe that. So I think that whichever team's defense can step up towards the end and make that crucial stop, that's the team that's going to win. And right now, I'm riding with this Chiefs defense. I just think that they're playing at a very high level. Not saying the Bucs aren't, but we saw what this Chiefs defense could do fully on display in the playoffs. Everybody said that we couldn't stop the Browns' running game led by Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb. We stopped them. Everybody said coming into the AFC Championship game that Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs, and Cole Beasley could not be stopped. We stopped them. So I really think that coming into this game, the mindset and the narrative, it should not change. the Chiefs defense will find a way to hold that Bucs offense down to under 30 points. In my opinion, I just think that the Chiefs defense is going to hold this offense down. Now, for the Chiefs offense, though, it's a completely different story. I don't think that anybody can hold them down, and the only way to beat this team is by putting up an unreal amount of points. And you know, we've seen in history that when Patrick Mahomes has a good defense alongside of him, he wins games. The only time that he's lost a playoff game was against Brady in 2018 in the AFC Championship game when his defense let him down. That's not going to happen in this game. The Chiefs defense will not allow Patrick Mahomes to have the game of his life and not win it. I truly believe that. The pieces that they have, the coaching and the leadership that they have, they will not allow that to happen. Tyrann Mathieu and Frank Clark will make some big plays down the stretch to show everybody that this Chiefs defense is not a joke. We are legit. So I think this is going to be a great game. Like I said, I've been preparing for this basically all year. I hope that the Chiefs would be in this game because there would just be so much to talk about. And I think that if everything goes according to plan, the Chiefs will be back-to-back Super Bowl champions since the Patriots in the early 2000s. Expect for my predictions, I think the Chiefs will win this game by a final score of like 35-28, maybe even 38-28. I just think that the Chiefs offense is playing so well right now. They're firing on all cylinders. I don't think that the Bucs defense can hold it down. I really don't think that. Patrick Mahomes' turf toe, he said it's feeling almost 100% better. And again, I asked the question, who's going to stop the Chiefs' offensive weapons? I mean, if you shut down Travis Kelce, which it's not going to happen, but let's just say for the hypothetical, if you stop Travis Kelce, Tyreek Hill's going to have a big game. If you stop Travis Kelce and Tyreek Hill, we got Mecole Hardman and Sammy Watkins. So I just think that this Chiefs offense has too many great receivers and running backs open that they're just going to exploit that defense. I will say that Clyde Edwards-Helaire will be playing in this game. The Bucs are very good at stopping the run. I think that they were the best in the NFL at doing that, but the keys to the game are simple. Just play Chiefs football. Let Patrick Mahomes control the game like he usually does. You got to win the turnover battle. I think that if the Chiefs fall behind in that and Tom Brady can capitalize on those turnovers, it's not going to be good. But if it's one thing that I've learned, it's that Tom Brady has got to play his best game to win this game. I truly believe that. He cannot throw 3 interceptions like he did against the Packers and expect to win. It just won't happen. The Chiefs will make sure that they can capitalize on any turnover, on any stop, and make it hurt. And that's why I have so much trust in this Chiefs team. So Chiefs Kingdom, what do you guys think? Let me know how you think this game is going to play out down in the comments below. I just think that this is our time. The Chiefs have been planning all year to run it back. And if there's any team that I'm going to trust, it's a team led by Andy Reid and one of the best quarterbacks, in my opinion, that we've ever seen do it in Patrick Mahomes. So hopefully everything goes according to plan. The Kansas City Chiefs will beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in Super Bowl 55, successfully going back-to-back. Thank you for watching this video. If you guys enjoyed it, like and subscribe for more of the best Chiefs content on YouTube. You can also support the channel through the Patreon and follow us on Instagram. The links to those are in the description. You just listened to the KC Sports Report by Michael Darcy.